It's hard to believe, but we're just a few weeks away from students heading back to college. Amie Mitchell with the Better Business Bureau is here to talk over some things students need to know before they're heading out on their own. Welcome in, Amie. How you doing?
Thanks for having me. I'm great.
I'll tell you what, when you go to college, you kind of forget the value of a dollar. Money's kind of invisible. You're just kind of swiping your account. What are some financial tips for kids that are heading back to school?
Right. So the first thing is to know the difference between a debit and a credit card. Use your debit card for everyday expenses, whatever you might need, and then save the credit card purchases for unexpected bigger items that you weren't anticipating.
Okay, so I'm guessing a lot of kids, parents will give them a credit card. I mean, are there some issues with identity theft and scams like that?
Yeah, so kids got to be really careful. If you are responsible enough to have a credit card, do not share that credit card number or the physical card with any of your friends. Do not say, hey, I'll co-sign for a television for, your apartment or anything like that. Be very careful with getting financially tied with another person or getting yourself into a lot of debt. Students want to look for phishing emails that are asking for credit card numbers, passwords, usernames, anything like that. You really got to do some research now on some average scams that happen financially, what to look out for. Now's a good time to just be on the up and up of what's going on in the financial world before you head out to college and are so involved with all of the academic stuff that doesn't really matter anymore.
How vulnerable and how much are we talk a lot about elderly people are the main victims of scams, but how much is that age range going into college? Because a lot of these kids have never had to deal with money before or deal with not being able to ask mom and dad a question like, hey, is this legit?
Exactly, and that's what scammers are looking for. They're looking for people who are young and maybe a little bit naive or just not double checking. So that's why we really want to encourage the college students to do their research, find out what's going on in the community, and stay abreast of what's going on.
Now, what are credit check rental scams?
Credit check rental scams are where you see an apartment, looks like a great price online, say, hey, I want to view this, and they say, first we have to do a credit check. That should not be the case. Do not supply any of that information until you have seen the property, verified the owner's information, and then do a credit check through a reputable credit check company. But don't do that on the front end. Don't hand a large deposit or anything like that. You want to see that property and talk to that person before doing any kind of financial transactions.
And if you get yourself in a situation where that does happen or you fall for that, what do you do? You
want to talk to the credit reporting agencies. Annualcreditreport.com. You can get 3 credit reports done every year. You want to keep on top of that, but if you have a problem and you feel like you've been scammed, you definitely want to go to the credit reporting agencies. That way they know, hey, this is false. I need to fix this before it gets any worse.
Awesome. Well, Amie, thank you so much. A lot of kids heading back to school. Some very important tips as they head back. Thank you so much.